Lucky! John, it's too easy to start a video out with her.
I know.
Bye, Lucky. We're going fishing, though. In yesterday's video, I fished with John and Rob. I'm sitting here at the Guggen house. Thank you very much, John, for letting me stay.
Yeah, sure thing, Chris.
Yeah, sure thing. So, here we have a big improvement right now. I told you guys I got all my old reels serviced and cleaned up and working very well. And now I got some rods put on them. I just spent like the last hour and a half stringing up all these rods. It's probably about, what time is it? 3 o'clock yet?
Almost 5 till 3.
5 till 3. It's late in the day. We had a little bit of a late start. I edited like 2 videos. I got all these reels done. I got my tackle organized. So finally we are free and able to go fishing on these lakes. I'm going to go back to my boat, and I dropped it off in November. It's been 4 months. It has not been under any tarp. The cover was not on it. I was expecting a very mild Texas winter, and it was anything but that. So who knows if these wires are going to work. There's probably something that's not working right now on the boat, unfortunately, and I'm going to have to fix it, address it, whatever. But today, we're just going to go pick the boat up and do a real short trip to the boat ramp that's just closest to the storage lot I have it in. But right now, I need to get all these rods, all this tackle right here in the boat, and then go fishing. Yesterday, I got by only using 1 rod because, no, 2 rods, actually. I was using John's rod, actually, to throw a crankbait, but we were anticipating bed fishing all day, so only rigged up 1 rod. Now I got like 7 rigged up, and we are ready to roll. All right, here we go. Here's the moment of truth. I have absolutely zero idea what this boat is going to look like, the condition is going to be in. I don't think it's going to be that terrible, but I originally was going to bring the cover down and leave the cover on it like a normal boat owner, but I totally forgot to bring the cover when I drove down from Chicago, so I was like, well, I guess it's going to have no cover. Oh, there she is, over in the corner. Oh, it doesn't look. Wow, what a freaking whip next to the boat. Look at that. Look at that thing, is badass. How's this looking? There's a little bit of rust right there. That's that wasn't there before. The actual boat, like, it doesn't look that terrible. There's definitely some dirt and grime on it. It hasn't rained in a while, so nothing's wet. Yeah, little Ned rig melted a tiny bit. Let's see, is this gonna work? Oh, hell yeah, she's gonna work. This boat has just been an absolute tank. This, I gotta fix that. That was messed up before I put this boat in here. There's a little bit of spider webs, but like, honestly, this is the best possible shape that I thought it was gonna be in. See if the trolling motor works. I think I unplugged it back here. The motor, like, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like it was been sitting outside for 4 months. All right, let's see. Trolling motor was off, so that's good. She's good to go. She is good to freaking go. The very last thing, I left some rods and a couple reels in a rod locker. Just want to make sure that stayed sealed. This is like, I can't tell you guys how excited I am. This was like absolute best case scenario. I only wanted this to be here for like maybe 2 months. I was gonna fish here a lot in February, but it was so cold. Well, a little bit of dust in here, but it's definitely dry. Everything's very dry. There's no rust on anything. I'm so beyond excited. There's one more thing I can think of. I keep saying one more thing, but there's one more thing. We'll close that. We're all good back there. How's my oil level? Oil level's decent. I just want to see if the cranking battery has enough power to fire up. Oh yeah, she's got enough power. Let me see, actually. Let's try to start it. Woohoo! She is ready to rip. It is just so incredibly nice to have that boat in the rearview mirror again. The only thing that I can really see that needs some TLC is that there's a lot of dust on the outer, like just the entire boat. There's dust everywhere, but that'll get off real quick in a power wash. So excited to launch her again in the water. All right, we just launched. That engine is running just beautifully, so that is an amazing sign. Again, that's really the point of this fishing trip. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make this a video because I have 2 hours to fish. This lake around DFW, Louisville, is still like maybe 3 feet high. It's muddy as all hell. I'm not gonna put my graph on, so I have no idea what the water temp is or anything like that. I'm just gonna go exploring pretty much. I have extremely low expectations, but my one goal to make sure everything worked is good. We got it. All right, we are going to start the day the way I caught an 8-pound fish on this lake last year, which would be throwing a crankbait on all the riprap. Wow, is this freaking muddy. Trolling motor batteries are just as dead as I expected them to be. Even though they were unplugged from power, just sitting for 4 months is not a good thing at all. What are you doing? The water's dirty? Oh my God, I think that's a spot. I do not think this is a largemouth. I think this is a spotted bass or a Guadalupe bass or something like that. Its tongue, oh, its tongue is serrated. I think that's how you tell a guad. That is a freaking big guad. I'm pretty sure that's a Guadalupe bass. In amazing Lake Louisville fashion, he has been caught before. It's literally the first row of bushes I've started to fish. I guess they're up in the bushes. I can do that. I can do that all day long. What is this? How big is this? Oh, it's a big one. Woo! Pulled right up in the corner. Thank God we had a good hook on there. Not a huge bass, it's a pregnant female, probably a little over 4 pounds. It's funny because that bush right there is where I caught my first fish. I've been fishing for probably like a good hour and a half now. And there's the second one right on the bush. Good fish, man. All right, see you, big girl. You'll be dropping eggs soon enough. Thanks for biting. You gonna go? You can go now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Adios, thanks for biting. It is now a new day. Yesterday, the first run of the boat for the season went very successful, as you guys saw. The fishing, not so much. We caught 2 fish. It was extremely muddy. The water was a little high. John and I have gone out the next day on a much better lake. The water clarity is primo. We had some issues with the engine, if you would look right here. Excuse me, Lucky. Those are some jumper cables. First time boat owner here, I forgot. The cranking battery was not exactly in the best of shapes after, what was that, 4 months or whatever it was, having the boat in storage, and it died on me. So we need the jumper cables to start the engine, at least for today. What are you doing?
Uploading the video.
YouTube life?
YouTube live. Always got the computer set.
Again, we don't have a ton of time out here, maybe like 3 or 4 hours, but this is a lake with a lot of big fish. It has treated me very well in the past. It's not treated you well. You kind of hate this lake,
my
right?
biggest fish out here is 7 ounces.
7 ounces. Basically, Lucky weighs bigger than a bass that John's caught out of here, but I think we're good. Lucky, are you confident? Lucky. This is my deal right here. John, are you excited for right now? I'm really excited.
I'm pretty pumped. I got like 30 things at once. Other than that, I'm pretty stoked.
John just had his laptop out on the run here. What are you doing, uploading a video?
Look, there's your typical Texas way, getting rid of the water turkeys, just hanging a dead one from a tree.
Is that what that is?
What do you think it is, bud?
I don't know, bud.
That is a dead water turkey, hung from a tree. I don't know, how do they get away with that? Is that legal? Can you just do that? That's why you don't see any of these birds in this cut, because of that one right there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's straight up monofilament around the neck of a cormorant.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I know they started hunting those things in Minnesota because they kept eating the walleyes.
They're pretty destructive.
If you guys don't know, cormorants are fish-eating birds, and they can wreck a 2-pound bass in about a quarter second, all the way down the gullet.
Gone.
But since most of these lakes around Dallas and North Texas are pretty much completely pre-spawn still, we don't know the water temp, but it's not 60 yet. The fish are not spawning. We're gonna start a little bit out deeper and flip all these trees that are out in like 8 to 10 foot of water, which they typically live in. So we're basically going after the fish that haven't really pulled up yet, but are thinking about it.
It's pretty cold.
Water feels cold? Yeah, no, it's definitely not warm. Ooh, I just hit a nice little stump. That's not the first time that's gonna happen today. See the row of trees? That's where it is. There's a couple creek channels in here. There's a whole bunch of stuff for the fish to hide in. So we're gonna start pitching these trees right now, looking for some purely pre-spawn fish. And then once we're done with this stretch, we'll get up on the banks and maybe find a big girl pulling up. I really do not expect to catch many fish at all doing this, but if we do set the hook, it should be a good one.
It should be a good one.
You want to catch a good one right now, boy?
Get a bite.
You'll refuse to stop.
Wonder how much was. Holy dude. I'm surprised it didn't break. Okay, grab the reel before you actually lose it. Look at, you weren't even tangled. Like, look at, I'm free. You literally just hit the line. Let's go, Alex Peric. Grab the reel back.
God bless it. God bless it. You're so rough on your equipment. Well, when you got Walleye Dan back trolling, I had absolutely no idea. You're 30, 40 yards of line out there. Oh, this is just, I mean, we're done here. Well, this is kind of over for this setup.
I feel kind of bad because I know there's some blame in this, but did you not see my rod out like this?
I also did, okay.
I was like finishing my cast.
Yes, I did not see it on the line, but then again, I wouldn't assume you'd have been freaking trolling night crawlers in the back of the Stratus. I had no idea you were back there like 40 yards. Also, the braid really blends in with the water clarity, so I had no idea it was there. Not saying that was your fault at all, but it could have been avoided.
Hey, I'm agreeing. I had some fault in there. Is it that bad?
Oh, it's gone. we're not going to use that setup anymore.
Whew, we're saving that one. Keep out,
right,
no trespassing. Yeah. The owners of this marina must not have liked bass fishermen back here because this is new. Usually, you could be able to fish all this. John and I just fished for the last 2 hours all those trees, swinging for the fences, trying for that big fish. And did it happen, John? No. The water here is still very cold. We talked to someone that said the water is still 55. So they are not pulled up to spawn yet.
You got another one?
Oh, I got one.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, it came out. No, it didn't. I'm going on the rocks.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. The funny thing about this is we're trying to make some content right now, guys, because we pulled up in here and literally had a double header, but my GoPro died on the car ride over here, or the boat ride. Wow, I'm flustered.
Flustered. Wait, Chris, have you spotted yet?
No, but we've basically resorted to the only game plan you have when you can't catch fish doing anything else, and that is marinas. There is always bass in marinas any time of year. We pulled up in here and had a double header of squeaks. But like I said, my camera was, of course, freshly dead. So I'm gonna get this snag out, and then I think we're gonna maneuver our boat all the way around and then fish the rest of this rock because it is juicy. There's no wind coming in here, so this water is much, much warmer. And these Texas fish are freezing cold. They are dying for some warm water. Wow, did I have a long cast here.
Well,
stellar job, Jonathan. Here, I'm already on shore. Just give me your rod.
Yeah, there you go. Ready? Just wanna make sure it won't get taut. And
That was a freaking hard throw.
There you go.
The other day when John and I went fishing in Sand Lake is Rob, that was a lake like 3 or 4 hours away. A lot farther south, it was much warmer. There's fish spawning there, fish active all over the lake. That is not the case here. So I think tomorrow, John and I are gonna go out east, fish another lake with some warmer water. What are you gonna do when I jack a 10-pounder right here? All right, time to actually go fishing on the boat again. Oh, dude, look at this.
What?
Look in there.
Look at where?
There's a duck.
A duck. Oh my God. What's it doing in there?
Buddy.
Is it alive? No, it's not.
What do you mean, is it alive? It's nesting. I wouldn't get too close.
No way. It is nesting. You're right. That is something else.
Oh, he's gonna snap.
Chris, just a heads up, that's a female.
Yes, she is gonna snap. She is sitting on her nest. That's the type of duck where like it's calm, you get a little too close, and then in like a quarter second it just.
Did you feel its wrath?
Yeah, I don't want to feel a duck's wrath. Well, it quickly became evident to us that we cannot get back there. It's totally roped off. We tried all these other docks to get around there, and then we actually try to be a little sneaky, a little cheeky, and just walk on the docks. But there were a bunch of private property signs and people looking at us, so we figured that was probably not the best idea. That rock stretch was probably juicy, but
oh, it's like, oh, that was a fish. I swear to God.
Sure, John. Sure.
Don't make me show you.
Pincher gone?
No.
I mean, we're in like 25 feet of water, and there's no structure down there, right?
So what? It doesn't matter. Still could totally. Oh, who says there's no structure down there? These are docks. People could put freaking brush down here. Who knows?
That was a bite.
No, I don't think so.
That was a bite, dude. I swear.
No, I don't think so, Chris.
I
There's no structure down there. I don't. How could you get a bite? There's no structure down there.
Shut up. That was a bite. I was dragging in the dump.
No, I don't.
Oh, there's plenty of structure out there.
Wait, what did you say earlier? No structure. So I've already duped you twice. You duped yourself, really.
Yeah,
No structure.
that was a bite. I don't think it was very big.
Oh, okay. Saving that one for sure.
Get out of here. Lucky, we're gonna take you pee. No! We were going to the grass.
Not fast enough. We're right there at the grass. If you would have sent it 10 miles per hour faster right there, we would have avoided it. You had to go back to the ram.
Hey, let's get some water on that. Stat. Lucky.
It's okay, girl.
Why did you do that?